Welcome to Nar Shaddaa, the Smuggler's Moon, and here I'm going to guide you with Hannibal. He's a gunslinger smuggler, and you get back there behind him. You can see a great view of the Nar Shaddaa skyline there, and it's kind of like where you take your personal speeder and have your little speeder bikes and your other mounts here. I put out different what do you call it? My different cargo holds and that type of stuff. I put out, and then there's a GTN as well, and then we have the Jawa vendors, very much like the Tatooine vendors there. And we'll step down here, and you can see the other vendors where you can buy decorations and stuff. So this first room, this is just a spare bedroom. You know, I put the master Datacron display out, and just had another bedroom there. And then we come into this room where we've got some pets and some speeders, and just put some random seats out so you can play with the pets and that type of thing, just to kind of go in here and relax. And then we'll cross over to the other side of this large hallway, and we'll go into Hannibal's bedroom. And you can see there's the smuggler's bed, yeah. And Risha would be Hannibal's love interest, and similar to with Dilger, my main character, Hannibal's love interest is missing from the storyline. That's why she shows up as a hologram there. Then we're going to come in here, and there's just another speeder area and some crafting nodes, just to kind of show off some of the stuff. And then we'll go into this next room, and it's pretty much packed with speeders and crafting nodes. There is a Dejeric table there, and a couple seats there, so a couple people can play, and then two people can observe, and that type of thing. So we'll go downstairs and have a look around, and view through the window there, and we'll step into Hannibal's bar. This is his own personal bar slash casino. You can see there's a gambling table as well as some slot machines, and of course, because he's a smuggler, he's going to keep all the proceeds. Yeah, so it's just a place he can kind of go in there and just feel like a smuggler. And we'll step outside here and look at this big walker that it's actually a trophy from one of the. It's actually the trophy from the World Boss on Yavin 4, and it takes 24 people to defeat that walker. I mean, I suppose you could probably do it with less, but I was fortunate enough to do it twice. Get 24 people together twice, and it was a challenge. And the very first time I ever did it, I was able to get that, so that was pretty cool. And here's the tech data room, and that would be a secure holo terminal or booth. You go in there and make secure holo calls, and then we have some other tech and data terminals and that type of thing. As a smuggler, you're going to be trying to get as much data about different things as you can. And in here, this is kind of a lounge area for larger gatherings and that type of thing. And just a few, Hannibal feels like coming out here and just relaxing and just taking in the view of the cityscape, and just relaxing and having a few drinks, and just maybe even just come down here and think about stuff. Maybe he was at the data, in the data area, and had to come down here and start contemplating his next move or what have you. So we got some more slot machines for people to partake in, and you can see the floating advertisement item there. That's pretty cool. Something in the background, and a couple of rugs on the ground, and just another little lounge area. So we'll come up here, and you'll see I've got an additional bar as well as a little vendor stall. Being I'm a smuggler, or Hannibal's a smuggler, he doesn't want to go too terribly far without any of his alcohol and ability to party. So this pretty much concludes the Nar Shaddaa walkthrough. Make sure you make some comments. Let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.